There is a moment that comes to every human being. A moment when the world grows silent and heavy. When your chest tightens and breathing feels like a task, you must remember to perform. When disappointment settles in like winter fog, cold and inescapable. When loss carves out a hollow space inside you that echoes with every heartbeat. This is the moment when pain arrives, uninvited and undeniable. It does not knock. It does not ask permission. It simply enters, and suddenly, everything you thought you knew about yourself is questioned. In this moment, you are alone with a truth you cannot outrun. Life has wounded you, and you do not know if you will ever be the same again. Most people, when they encounter this darkness, do everything they can to escape it. They distract themselves with noise, with screens, with consumption, with anything that might dull the ache. They tell themselves that pain is the enemy, that suffering is a mistake, that they should not have to feel this way. They run from it as if it were a predator stalking them through the forest of their days. But there is an ancient philosophy, born in the marketplaces of Athens and the palaces of Rome, that teaches a different truth. It whispers across the centuries with a voice that is both stern and compassionate. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your teacher. And if you are willing to sit with it, to listen to it, to let it reshape you, it will forge you into something stronger than you ever imagined possible. This is the way of the Stoics. Men like Marcus Aurelius, who ruled an empire while battling betrayal and plague and the weight of impossible decisions. Men like Seneca, who was exiled, who faced death sentences, who lost everything and yet found peace in the ruins. Men like Epictetus, who was born a slave, whose body was broken by his master, and who emerged from bondage as one of the wisest teachers humanity has ever known. These were not men who avoided suffering. They were men who transformed it. They understood something that most of us spend our entire lives resisting, that pain, when met with courage and awareness, becomes the very instrument of our evolution. Marcus Aurelius once wrote in his private journal, "Never meant for anyone else to read, a line that would echo through history, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Think about that. Not what stands in the way must be removed or avoided or complained about. What stands in the way becomes the way. The obstacle is not separate from the path. It is the path itself. The pain you are trying to escape is the very doorway to the strength you are seeking. The Stoic does not ask for an easier life. The Stoic asks to become strong enough for the life that is. To understand how pain transforms into strength, you must first understand the Stoic mind. It begins with acceptance. Not the weak acceptance of surrender, but the profound acceptance of reality as it is. The Stoics knew that pain is woven into the fabric of human existence. To be alive is to be vulnerable. To love is to risk loss. To hope is to risk disappointment. To try is to risk failure. These are not flaws in the design of life. They are features of it. When you resist this truth, when you rage against the fact that you are hurting, you add a second layer of suffering on top of the first. The pain of the event and the pain of your resistance to it. But when you accept that pain is part of the deal, when you stop asking the universe to give you special treatment, something miraculous happens. The struggle ceases. Not the pain itself, but the war you were waging against it. Epictetus, who knew suffering more intimately than most, taught his students a simple distinction that changes everything. There are things within your control, and things outside of it. You do not control whether you will experience pain. You do not control whether someone will betray you, whether illness will visit you, whether loss will hollow you out. But you do control how you interpret these events. You control the meaning you assign to them. You control whether you allow them to destroy you or define you. This is the second transformation, perspective. The Stoics understood that events themselves are neutral. It is our judgment of them that creates our suffering. A storm is not angry at you. A disease is not punishing you. A heartbreak is not proof that you are unlovable. These are simply things that happen in a universe that is indifferent to your comfort but not to your growth. When you shift your perspective, when you begin to see pain not as evidence that something has gone wrong, but as evidence that you are being forged, everything changes. Seneca wrote that difficulty strengthens the mind as labor does the body. He was exiled from Rome, sent away from everything he loved, and yet he used that exile to write some of the most beautiful philosophy ever composed. He did not waste his pain. He transformed it into wisdom. He understood that the universe does not test you to break you. It tests you to reveal you. The person you are when life is easy is not your true self. It is a costume you wear. The person you are in pain, in loss, in disappointment, that is who you really are. And the Stoic spends a lifetime ensuring that person is someone worth being. This leads to the third and most profound transformation: purpose. Pain, to the Stoic, is not random. It is purposeful. Not because some god is orchestrating your suffering according to a divine plan, but because you can give it purpose. You can use it. Every wound can become wisdom. Every scar can become strength. Every moment of suffering can become fuel for your becoming. When life wounds you, the Stoic does not ask, "Why me?" The Stoic asks, "What is this teaching me? How is this making me stronger? What can I learn from this that will make me more patient, more compassionate, more resilient, more human?" Think of it this way. Pain is fire, and you are iron. You can let the fire consume you, turn you to ash, scatter you to the wind. Or you can let the fire temper you, harden you, forge you into something unbreakable. The choice is not whether the fire will come. The choice is what you will become in it. Most people fear the heat. They pull away from it. They numb themselves to it. They pretend it is not happening. But the Stoic walks into the flames knowingly, understanding that on the other side of this burning is a version of themselves they have never met. A version that has been tested and proven. A version that knows what they are capable of enduring. We live in a world that teaches us that pain is a problem to be solved. That discomfort is something to be eliminated as quickly as possible. That sadness is a symptom to be medicated away. We are told to pursue happiness as if it were a destination we can reach and remain in permanently. But the Stoics knew this was a delusion. Happiness is not the absence of pain. It is the ability to remain at peace even while pain is present. It is the quiet confidence that no matter what happens, you will not be destroyed by it. This is what the Stoics called eudaimonia. Not pleasure, not comfort, not ease, but a deep, abiding sense of inner tranquility that no external circumstance can touch. Marcus Aurelius ruled the Roman Empire during one of its darkest periods. Plague ravaged his cities. Barbarians threatened his borders. His own generals betrayed him. His children died. His wife was rumored to be unfaithful. He had every reason to despair, to rage, to collapse under the weight of it all. And yet every night, he wrote to himself, he reminded himself of Stoic principles. He told himself that he did not control these events, only his response to them. He told himself that what happened to him was not as important as who he became because of what happened to him. He was not a man without pain. He was a man who transformed pain into wisdom, crisis into clarity, suffering into strength. Seneca faced death more than once. He was ordered to kill himself by the Emperor Nero, a man he had once taught and trusted. He could have spent his final hours in bitterness and terror. Instead, he calmly opened his veins, comforted his weeping friends, and discussed philosophy until his last breath. He showed them that death, the ultimate pain, the ultimate loss, could be faced with dignity and grace. He showed them that even in the worst moment, you have a choice. Not a choice about what happens, but a choice about who you are while it is happening. Epictetus was beaten as a slave. His leg was broken and never healed properly, leaving him with a limp for the rest of his life. He could have become bitter. He could have spent his days nursing his resentment, cursing the injustice of his circumstances. Instead, he became one of the greatest teachers of freedom the world has ever known. Not political freedom, but something far more profound: inner freedom. The freedom that comes from knowing that no one can touch the essential core of who you are. That your dignity, your character, your peace of mind are yours alone. And no one can take them from you unless you give them away. This is the Stoic secret. Stillness is strength. Silence is power. Suffering is transformation. When everyone around you is panicking and you remain calm, that is strength. When the world is shouting at you to react and you choose instead to reflect, that is power. When pain visits you and instead of running from it, you sit with it, learn from it, grow from it, that is transformation. The Stoic does not have fewer problems than other people. The Stoic has a different relationship with problems. They see them not as interruptions to life, but as the very substance of life. They understand that a life without challenges is not a life at all. It is a kind of death, a slow, comfortable, meaningless death. Remember this: every scar is a page in the story of your becoming. Every heartbreak is a lesson in what cannot be broken. Every disappointment is an opportunity to discover what truly matters. Every loss is a reminder that nothing external can complete you, that everything you need to be whole is already within you. Pain is not evidence that you are weak. It is evidence that you are alive, that you have loved, that you have tried, that you have dared to hope. And that is not a weakness. That is the most courageous thing a human being can do. The world will tell you to protect yourself, to build walls, to never let anyone hurt you again. But the Stoic knows that invulnerability is not strength. It is cowardice disguised as wisdom. True strength is vulnerability with resilience. It is the willingness to be hurt, to be disappointed, to be wounded, and to remain kind, to remain hopeful, to remain human. It is the ability to say, I have been broken, and I am still here. I have felt pain that I thought would destroy me, and I am still standing. Not because I am made of stone, but because I am made of something stronger. I am made of will and wisdom, and the refusal to let my suffering be for nothing. So when pain comes to you, and it will come, do not run from it. Do not numb it. Do not pretend it is not there. Sit with it. Listen to it. Ask it what it has to teach you. Let it burn away everything that is not essential. Let it show you what you are made of. Let it reveal the depth of your strength, the vastness of your capacity to endure, the quiet power that lives in the center of your being. You were not meant to be unhurt. You were meant to be unbreakable. Pain will visit you, but it does not own you. Let it shape you, not shatter you. Let it teach you what peace really means. For the Stoic, pain is not the end. It is the beginning of strength. It is the fire that forges the blade. It is the storm that roots the tree deeper into the earth. It is the weight that builds the muscle. It is the teacher that reveals the warrior you were always meant to become. And when you emerge from it, when you walk through the flames and come out the other side, you will know something that no one can take from you. You are stronger than anything life can throw at you. Not because you are invincible, but because you are Stoic. And that means you understand that the obstacle is the way, that what stands in your path becomes your path, and that every single moment of pain, when faced with courage and awareness, becomes a stepping stone toward the person you were always meant to be.